Welcome to r/Tales from the Customer. It's a place for customers to vent and rage, and even smile about their customer service experiences. And the first story is, you can only wear your glasses with a safety band. Oh, you do have one? No glasses on! First-time poster, mobile user, and English is not my first language. Please go easy on me. This story takes place in a water park on a quaint Greek island, where me and my boyfriend were having our first holiday together. As I love water slides, we decided to use some of our vacation money to go to fake name Aqua Park. First, some backstory. As you can probably guess from the title and my obvious username, I wear glasses. I am practically blind without them, and I feel really uncomfortable not wearing them, as I literally can't see anything without them. I am also a lifeguard back home. I know my way around water and the dangers slides can bring with them. With that clear, let's get on to the story. Boyfriend and me arrived just as the park opened, and we're over the moon. No lines. No pee-drunk British teens. Yes, at 10 o'clock, a regular sighting here. We quickly changed into our swimming attire and made our way to a fun-looking slide. As we neared the top of the stairs, the following conversation ensued. Lifeguard: "Lady, no glasses!" Pointing to a board with glasses and a big red stripe through them. Me: "Oh, sorry, I didn't..." Lifeguard: "No glasses! Take them off!" Me: "Okay, I'll take them in my..." The lifeguard still argues, not wanting to hear me, until I put my glasses off and held them in my hand in front of his nose. Lifeguard: "Okay, thank you." A bit put off by this less than friendly interaction, I proceeded to make my way down the slide. I immediately put my glasses on when I got out, as I could not see a thing, not even where the exit of a 5x5 meter pool was. I walked up to the tower again, and this time saw the rule board posted for the slides. The rule for glasses read, "No glasses without safety band allowed." Keep this part in mind, it will come back later. I took the same slide and was immediately told when I reached the top, "No glasses." I told him I knew. He told me this 5 minutes ago. I got the death stare and just made my way down again. Boyfriend and I wanted to take some other slides and proceeded to explore the park a bit more. At every slide I went on, I was told, no barked at, that I could not have my glasses on. And at every rule board, I saw that you could only wear glasses with a safety band. After a while, I got fed up and told my boyfriend, "Okay, let's find that safety band." I just didn't feel comfortable being told off at every single slide we went on that wearing my glasses would practically kill the entire park. Not in those words, but you get it. The park had one shop, and I went in. I was immediately approached by the only lady in the store. If any of you ever went to the tourist parts of Greece, you know that people would do anything to get you to buy something. I don't even have the time to look around before being preyed upon, so I just told the lady that I was looking for a safety band for my glasses. As per your park rules, I can't go on slides without them, and your lifeguards assured me I can only wear my glasses with a band, as I asked them at every slide. She then proceeded to chew me out that they didn't have such things, and how irresponsible I was by even asking for those. I repeat to her, your park rules say I can go on slides with my glasses if I have a safety band. She flat out denies this and tells me I kid you not. Lady, it's very dangerous. If you go on a slide, your face will hit the walls and your glasses will break. Now, I don't know how many of you ever had their face, not their head, literally face, smashed while responsibly going off a water slide, but if people repeatedly hit their face on your slide, it is an obvious safety hazard, not only for people that wear glasses, but for the entire hecking park. I politely try to tell her again I'm only following your rules. She then holds her finger up at me and calls someone I assume is the manager. I am stunned, but I use the time to casually sneak a look into the store. Lo and behold, what is literally the first thing I see? Safety bands, which the lady said they didn't have. I whisper to boyfriend, as soon as she's done, we're getting one of those. He is shocked to see she lied to us, but gives me an assuring smile. We also listen to the lady on the phone, and even though we know Jack in Greek, we could pick up on the conversation. Mumble mumble safety bands, mumble mumble, surprise mumble, excusing mumble, okay thanks. Lady, sorry the lifeguards had it wrong. They're new. You may not under any circumstances wear glasses on the slides. They will be reprimanding them at the end of their shifts. What? I was, still am, sure that was not what she was told. Otherwise, that park needs a serious investigation. If a manager doesn't even know their own rules, what kind of business are you running? Me, being a smart A, couldn't leave without dropping this nugget. Me, will you also be changing all the rule boards at the end of their shifts? Silence, then the exact same argument repeated. I just look at my boyfriend with a face of desperation and decide to thank her and browse around the store. I grab myself a safety band. My boyfriend grabbed an iced tea. We walked up to the counter, put down our goods, and to my surprise, she rang the darn thing up without question. I was even more stunned, but relieved that this interaction was finally done. I attached the safety band to my glasses, and we decide to immediately test them out. At the first slide we go to, the lifeguard can see us coming and shouts from the tower, "Lady, no glasses!" I then snugly pointed to my safety band and told him it was perfectly fine. He tried to argue and told me a whole new reason that I can't have them on. The pressure will make the glasses pop. I told him, "Sir, thanks for your concern, but I can have my glasses on now, and D sure will I wear them." He tries to convince me some more, but no, it doesn't work. Eventually there's nothing he can do against it and lets me go off the slide. No problem with my glasses at all, just as I predicted. We went on some more slides, always pointing out my safety band, and had a good time, until we went back to the first slide we ever got on. A new lifeguard stood on the tower and probably wanted to show his power. Whatever we tried, reasoning, arguing, pointing out the darn rule, nothing worked. It was always the same response: no glasses, keep them in your hand. So eventually I did, for the first second. Immediately after I went in the slide, I put them back on, attached the band, and was on my merry way down, without hitting my face on a wall. I really felt like a Karen today, but this was one of those rare occasions where the customer was right. Don't be a D to a reasonable couple that knows your rules. The second story is, there are other calls coming in behind you, and I need to get them. Not until you fix my issue, you don't. 2 weeks ago, I ordered silk PJs as a Christmas gift for my mom. The order came with 3 different sets of silk pajamas, all in different colors. I pay, get the confirmation, everything's good. 3 days later, I get an email and a phone call from their customer service saying there's an issue with my order and to please call them so they know how to proceed. Okay, I give them a call, and the CSR tells me one of the 3 pajamas is out of stock. What do they want me to do? Send the order with just the 2 or cancel? I say to go ahead and send them, because it's not that big of a deal. He goes into his computer or whatever to do what I had instructed, and he says, "Oh, they actually already shipped your order with just the 2. There's a note saying that due to failure to contact, I called 2 hours after receiving the email, they went ahead and made the adjustment and proceeded on their own." Okay, not really a big deal because that's what I was going to do anyways. I confirm they are shipped. He says yes and gives me a new shipping and confirmation code, and he tells me the new delivery date. This past Thursday. Thursday comes, no order. Friday, no order. This morning, Saturday, I get an email saying there's a problem with my order and to contact customer service. Okay, what's going on now? I immediately call, and the woman tells me that 2 out of the 3 PJs are now out of stock. I say to go ahead and cancel the order at this point, but she says that due to not being able to contact you, they shipped the 1 set. Me, wait, failure to contact? I got the email at 9 o'clock today and called at 9:14. You're saying within 14 minutes they considered it failure to contact? Her, I'm not sure. I'm just seeing the note they made, but the order shipped. Me, the other CSR 5 days ago said my order had shipped with the 2 sets. Shipped means on the way to my house. So I'm confused how you're now out of stock of 2 things when I was told it had shipped. I don't want 1 pair, so just cancel the order. Her, well, I don't know if I can cancel the order since it's shipped. Me, I didn't authorize that. That's your company's problem, not mine. Cancel the order. She gets her supervisor and he ends up canceling it. Her, okay, the order has been canceled. Me, great. Can I get a confirmation code for the cancellation or an email stating it was canceled? And when will the money be back into my account? Her, I can't give a confirmation code or email because I can only be on the phone or the computer, but not both at the same time. WTF? And you shouldn't have any money coming back because we never took the money. Me, yes, you did take the money. It was taken 2 weeks ago when I placed the order. I have the bank statement number showing it has been deducted from my account. And I need a confirmation or an email about the cancellation, since the last CSR gave me false info. Her, my records show no money was taken, and I can't give you the confirmation. Me, my records show $199.57 was taken from my account on this date and time, and here is the transfer number. And if you can't give me the confirmation, can you get your supervisor to send it to me then? Her, oh yes, I see now where the money was taken. I've initiated the return. Me, I definitely need a confirmation code now. Her, I can't give that. And ma'am, we're experiencing a higher than normal call volume and have many people behind you in line. Calls take precedence. Me, so my call right now isn't important, is what you're telling me. I'm on the phone with you now. I frankly don't care others are waiting. I held for 20 minutes to talk to you, and so this needs to be solved now. If you can't give me the confirmation, then I need your supervisor to send it to me. Her, we can send it to you once we're done taking calls, because we can't be on the computer and phone at the same time. Me, is your supervisor on a call now? Her, no. Me, then get him to send me the confirmation. Her, hold please. Finally got it after a 50-minute back and forth. I'm just flabbergasted a company would run like this. The last story is, how about I leave your POS rental car on an effing glacier and never call you again? Took a 10-day trip to Iceland with my sister and her husband and my wife. 10 days around the whole sheep, clockwise except for the western fjords. I have never been more excited in my entire life, and my sister had secured a great deal on a rental car, $600 for a 4-wheel drive SUV. Good job, sis. Arrive in Reykjavik, pick up the rental car, a pretty beat-up Dacia Duster, and hit the road. Warning signs were already present, as the car rental agency had a basic chop shop in the back for spare parts, and the paperwork provided listed 3 different entities as the business names. But whatever, when in Rome, here we go. About 4 hours outside of Reykjavik, my sweet wife decides to roll her window down, only to find out it will never come back up again on this trip. Iceland is a beautiful place, but it is quite dreary, with almost a constant mist in the air if not outright rain. I called the dealership and explained the situation, that the window is stuck down and it's making driving difficult as water is getting in the car. Nice man at the dealership says no problem, that there's a mechanic only about an hour away from us and to stop by. So we end up driving about an hour and a half farther away from Reykjavik to this mechanic shop, which was actually just a barn with some junked out vehicles in the yard. It was a nightmare to find. We drove around for 2 hours looking for this little road in the middle of Iceland. Old-timer Arnie at the house doesn't speak barely any English, and my Icelandic stinks, so communication was an issue. He ends up putting a sheet of plastic over the window. I could have done this and saved us about 3 hours of driving. We're too far away from Reykjavik now to go back, so we go to our Airbnb, and I call the car rental place. I told him what the mechanic did and that this was unacceptable. The car was freezing because the plastic was not preventing the air from coming in. Also, the plastic started slipping almost immediately, letting water back in the car. I said we wanted a new car, and the person at the rental agency assured me that they would provide me one if I called tomorrow. I called him next day. Rental car person says they're very busy, but will meet us at our Airbnb that night with a new car. No car ever comes at night. Rinse and repeat about 3 more times, until finally we're about halfway through our trip. The car is soaked and freezing, and my party is peeved and so am I. I mean like really angry. We have been getting the runaround for 4 days from these people, who at this point were just basically lying to us. I call again super peeved off, and when the rental car guys are trying to give me the runaround, I state that I'm going to get another car from a different rental agency. Rental car guy says no problem, just tell us where we can pick our car up. I tell him with no uncertainty that if I have to go get a new rental car, I'm going to drive their vehicle on top of a glacier and leave it there, and never call them back or talk to them again. Good luck finding it. Man on the phone says that's great, just tell us where it is, obviously not listening. Again I repeat that I'm going to leave your effing car in the middle of effing Iceland, and never tell you where it is. This time it seems he heard me and becomes concerned. He tells me that later today he will definitely get a new car out. Sure enough, about 8 hours later, a person who I can only assume was the owner of the rental car agency drives to our location and switches out our SUV for a new one with functioning windows. I hate being a D-head like this, but I was happy I finally got some results, and we got a functioning vehicle to come on our trip with. Also, he gave us a vehicle with a full tank, while our rental was almost out of gas. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but filling up that tank in Iceland cost about $140. Also, I learned how to drive a manual, which was really cool. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.